Cinema Worms.
Discussing everything from Grima Wormtongue to the Shy Halib.
So today we're coming in with a video episode, and I'm wearing my NASA shirt that I bought. It was on our second date / weekend trip to Denver.
Yeah, hooray.
Yay, spaceship, go Artemis 2. So Project Hail Mary. This is the highly anticipated adaptation of the Andy Weir book by the same name. So it's a science fiction film produced and directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Mill, and written by, the book was adapted by Drew Goddard. And it stars Ryan Gosling playing the title character of Ryland Grace, who is...
I just want to point out that Ryland Grace has the same has the same initials as Ryan Gosling. So was it fate, or
did
Andy Weir always have Ryan Gosling in mind? I'm just curious. Okay.
I mean, I'm sure they were happy to get him. So he's basically playing this humble, sort of occasionally ridiculous high school teacher. It's not high school. What? No, he's teaching little children. Elementary school science teacher who was formerly a molecular biologist who has a PhD and did a very interesting thesis. But he was kicked out of the field for proposing ridiculous theories and yelling at people at conferences. So now he's just a teacher. And the world is undergoing this impending crisis of something called the Petrova line.
The Petrova line.
The accent just got out of control there.
Okay, they're Blanche Dubois.
Where there's this like sort of stream, right, between the sun and Venus. And so the scientists were able to visualize this, and it coincided with a slight dimming of the sun. Basically, it's subtle. They can't quite you couldn't just tell from being out and about in the world at that point, but basically the sun is being eaten slowly but surely. And in 30 years,
like a small dog and a very big steak.
Yes. That. And eventually the sun's going to dim by enough degrees over the next few decades that the world will end, because crops are going to die, things are going to go to shit. So the scientists and an elite group that is heading this international sort of task research force, headed by Eva Stratt, played by Sandra Hüller, brilliantly, come to Ryan Gosling because there was something interesting in his thesis. Like, they're going to lots of scientists, but they're like, okay, and Ryan Gosling, can you help us? So he's able to identify these organisms called astrophages in the stream and learn a bit about them. So through various circumstances, he is sent on a mission to try to go to the Petrova line. Was he supposed to go to the Petrova line, or anyway? He has to go really, really far on the ship. He's in an induced coma.
He's not going to
a one-way trip.
The sun and Venus. He's going further than that.
It was really complicated, actually. It was like they were going to another place. They had noticed that this phenomenon was happening all over, like, the solar system or the universe, and they're like, oh, this one planet seems to not have its sun affected, so let's go there and see what's happening so that we can replicate it and save ourselves. And also, as he's doing this, he encounters an alien ship and a delightful alien that he names Rocky, that he learns to communicate with, a la Arrival.
I can't think of a film that's like Arrival, but yeah, fair. And I feel like they didn't get quite the same bonding in Arrival somehow.
Yeah. So that's my sort of convoluted explanation of the events of the film. So, what were your thoughts? As we hope the cats don't crash down on us.
Yeah, they're running around on the bookcases.
Cool.
Now, I read The Martian, and I hated it.
Oh no.
I hated it with a burning passion. So I refused to watch the film. And I really was not keen to watch this one because it's a certain kind of Ernest Cline, Ready Player One, weren't the 80s cool, guys? Do you remember the 80s? I remember the 80s. Let's jam as many references in there as we can. And that's not a film. That's not a plot. So I was a little, like, sulky going here because I didn't really want to see it. But we did see it and we saw it in IMAX. And honestly, it was pretty entertaining. I have to say that. I, like, lowered my expectations, but it was pretty fun. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that Ryan Gosling is very watchable and charming. It does feel like it was made for a demographic that is not me necessarily. It's not exactly the kind of thing that I like, but I did enjoy it. I was entertained. It was kind of funny in places. I enjoy Sandra Hüller being cast as this the sort of like person who's making all the tough decisions at the space agency. Really interesting take, and she is fantastic. She has been in a bunch of films that I've really, I hesitate to say the word enjoyed because they've often been quite stressful, like Anatomy of a Fall and Zone of Interest. Terrible, horrible films.
She was slaying in 2023.
And but by horrible films, I mean horrendous that keep me up at night, but excellently made and acted. So yeah, it was really, I feel like she lent a lot of extra legitimacy to this role. And yeah, Ryan Gosling, we don't often get to see somebody who has the kind of lead man charisma of Gosling acting like someone who is kind of a bit of a coward in a way. That's nice to see because, you know, you expect this in this situation, oh, you've got to be brave, you've got to save the earth, but also when it's you in that position and you might not be ever coming back and it's kind of a suicide thing, like, you can understand why he doesn't really want to do it in the first place. Yeah, and like meeting the alien, especially in the IMAX screen, like seeing the alien ship for the first time was really intense. Wow, a lot of megalophobia going on there. It was amazing to see.
Explain megalophobia.
It's
your newfound word that you quoting.
It's not a newfound word. It's very old. It's just the fear of enormous objects. Yeah, so I thought that was pretty good. The cinematography is good. You know, it gets a little bit light at times in terms of emotion and plot, but it's
tonally, you mean?
Yeah, tonally, but it is otherwise fine. I enjoyed it. It was fine. I enjoyed it much more than I thought it was going to. I still will not read Andy Weir, but I may consider going to see more of his films if they are kind of in this vein.
Yes.
Which honestly is a stamp of approval for me that you're not gonna get like a lot of the time. So
similarly,
also, astrophage, meaning star lover.
Oh, that's true. It's a beautiful word. Strange word.
Not star eater, but star lover. Weirdly.
Similarly to your vendetta against Dakota Johnson, you have a vendetta against Andy Weir. Which you've made very clear.
For similar reasons, in that I hate when people do things poorly. I don't mind if they do things poorly, but you can tell they're really putting like their all into it. But I can tell when people are resting on their laurels. And I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. You get off those laurels. You work. Work now. Make it better.
I don't tend to read science fiction unless it's something like Ted Chiang. So I can't comment. I know people who've read this book who've enjoyed it and think it's like a lot of fun. So I went in with no expectations. I wasn't like necessarily looking forward to it. So I was delightfully surprised by how much I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I think it's a surprisingly just gorgeous. I mean, it shouldn't be because it's set in space. I should have known it would be gorgeous, but we decided last minute to see an IMAX, and that was a great decision. Yeah. It was really visually captivating throughout, and I wasn't expecting those moments of like grandeur and drama. Ryan Gosling, amazing as ever, right? Like the dude just oozes charisma, and also,
but not in a smarmy way.
Not in a smarmy way.
You know, he's just genuinely kind of approachable and charming. It's what is perfect lead man, but not overdoing it.
Yeah, personable. You know? He feels human, but also like a star. And in this role, right, there needed to be some humility to this character.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's someone who's just like, hey, Fitz.
Bonus Fitz legs.
Oh, gosh. You get 2 for the price of 1.
No, you leave him alone. Oh, we're about to have a Scar Mufasa situation up in here. Oh, okay.
Do it. Fight him back.
Don't encourage our children to do a Scar Mufasa on each other.
Defend yourself. Guys, gold. Okay. well, as that drama plays out.
You just see him drop in the background.
Surprisingly, also Sandra Hüller. I was like, why are they casting Sandra Hüller? She must need the money. I'm like, I hope her paid their...
I hope they paid her a lot of money. She does need the money. She's good. She should be in everything.
Was great. Yeah. She was funny. I didn't know she could be funny because I haven't seen her enough movies. Obviously.
If I could, I would replace Vicky Creeps with Sandra Hüller 100%.
Why are you even bringing it? It's no.
Me and my little specific hatreds for
people. Your vendetta against Vicky Creeps.
I don't have a vendetta. It's just I expect more from Vicky Creeps than I expect from Dakota Johnson. So I just expect more.
She has some problematic views.
Yes, that too.
Vicky.
Yeah. Be better, Vicky.
So I thought the film was really fun. It also has like an interesting timeline that's like going from like past to present. It feels like it's like a fun, humorous version of Arrival, and I know I keep comparing them, but like there is an encounter with an alien and this sort of like epic like discovery. Of course, because of the tone and maybe just the pacing, there are certain like logical and scientific leaps that feel like maybe a little too easy. So then, or played for.
I told you it was gonna happen. I literally.
He's fine. Don't worry about it.
You good, boy?
He's literally frightened by himself.
Oh,
should we bring him in?
Yeah, come here, baby. Oh, my love.
Good boy.
My love.
Good boy.
Oh, did your brother throw you off a cliff into the path of the oncoming wildebeest? You're in trouble. You're grounded.
Okay.
Mufasa, Scar, you're grounded.
There are certain moments where, like, because they're going for a certain tone, it's like the advancements in the plot are going to feel too quick or not, like, easily enough earned or just, like, too broad. But it's okay. I don't know. I feel like it captures a certain hopefulness and epic scale that... Probably, didn't really read the reviews, but, like, I think people generally liked it, but some were like, yeah, but, like, it's, they basically want it to be more serious, I guess, and, like, sad than it is.
That's not this kind of film.
It has some sadness to it, but it's, like, I think it's distinctly hopeful and really genuine, and I think it's a lot of fun. Did you know that some interesting things, I'll read more into it, and I'll link the articles below if I find some nice explanations of this, but... Rocky, right? The alien. We haven't talked much about him. He was, based on Weir's book, really wonderfully conceived. He was created by puppets, 5 puppeteers.
Oh, interesting. Because he's quite big.
The person who, did the voice of like the robot, like translating from
It's James Ortiz, right?
And he was also one of the puppeteers.
Oh,
or
really?
led by them. Or I don't know if he was a puppeteer or he was part of something part of it.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it then. We liked, you don't have much to say, I don't think. You just thought it was fun.
I thought it was fun. I'm surprised by how much I enjoyed it. I would say like, if it's at a cinema near you, it's worth going to catch. And if you can see it in a big, like a 4DX or an IMAX, I was kind of like, oh, I wonder what this would be like in 4DX. We also have a big 270-degree screen near us as well. Again, I think any kind of bigger screen that would get you kind of even more immersed, I think is worth spending that little bit extra for this film. And I don't normally say that unless it's really, really worth something, but I actually think that anything that you can do to be a little bit more immersed, get your popcorn, settle down for a good time. Yeah. Like, it's fun. It's beautiful. You'll laugh. You'll cry a little. It was fun. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Let us know your thoughts. People who are fans or not who saw it. Like and subscribe to Cinema Worms. Do